Hello, and welcome back, my flock. The Badraven here. Today I decided to do a video because the Drew Drop and I had just went and seen Oppenheimer, and there was a lot of talk about it, the 70mm print being available to watch, and not a lot of theaters knew how to work with it because it's all the stuff has went digital in the theaters, and this is them going backwards to be able to do the old platter systems with the actual film and everything. And I had recalled that I had a video from the past back in 1992 where my sister Christina was doing a class for her in EKU where she was needing some footage of an actual theater and everything. So I was working at the London Regency Cinema at the time. I invited her over and we did a little short skit about the projector. Now it's not a very detailed look, but it also was just for 35mm. I know this is not the 70mm they're dealing with, the IMAX print and all that. Still, you get the basics of how the platter system works and how it is put into the projector, and it's a bigger thing than you think for the time. So I decided to get this footage out and see what you think about it. It's not very long, and I'll do my best to try to talk about what's going on. Let's start it.
My name is Christina, and I would like for you to join me as I go behind the scenes at the Regency 7 Theater.
This is my sister Christina. She is do the introduction here. The ticket booth back in the day. It's been so long since I've worked there. It's definitely a different time now for buying tickets online and everything. This is way behind.
Hello. The reason why it's so noisy is because I'm up here in the projection booth at the London Cinema in London, Kentucky. And today, Stephen Miller is going to show us how he sets up a film for a movie.
And first I'll show you how we started. This is the last movie that played, so we went ahead and rolled up the tape and secured it underneath the print, which was what they told me to do. I was trained to do. In the middle of the platter is a ring where you're going to spool up the actual film on the next platter system below it. So this is all going to, as it plays, it's going to spool up on this next platter. You take the inner workings of the one below it, and that's what you thread all your film through. You go to a series of different rollers in the back here of the platter system, as you see me come off here. And there's a certain way you have to do it to keep everything from tangled up. If you've dropped a 35mm print, you'll know what I'm talking about. It is not fun. You turn your power onto your platter system so it'll be able to rotate. Then you go through all these different series of rollers to take the film to the projector. And as the projector plays, it comes back out to the platter system on the bottom, and you have your full circuit done of how it is ready for the next show. So here I'll take it over to the projector, which has its rollers. I take it down and get it started back. I call this the M because it makes an M the way the actual film rolls on it, and my last name Miller, so it all worked out pretty good. It was easier for me to learn it that way. I go from there, and then like I said, I started on the ring again, and this will spool up for the next showing. To do this every showing, where you used to have to do this before digital. So see how it is pulling and receiving at the same time. It's set for this part, but you still got to, and here is showing where the actual movie, the trailer starts. The yellow tape is where I spliced the movie together. Yes, I did put these films together. And here's open up all the gates into the projector part and the sound mechanism gate at the bottom, because we have a soundtrack on the right side of the film. Alright, you take it, and you have to leave certain amounts of slack on either side of this gate, because this is where it goes, where you put your aperture plate and all different things like that to do block off certain parts of the film. And you have little adjustments here that you have to make, and all these cogs have to line up or you will rip your film. You can see the lens out on the right side of the projector. You have a scope and a flat there. Now I'm taking it down through the soundtrack. Has to go here. It's got its own little light source that reads the actual soundtrack. Go down to the bottom here, and if this thing gets any slack in it, it will shut down the projector and the movie will stop to protect the film. And here we are saying goodbye.
Put us around the projection booth.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it.
Now that we know what goes on behind the scenes at the theater, we'll see you at the movies.